Hello, Lex. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you? Where are you located? And what do you do for a living?
I am 25 years old. I am in Georgia. I am a Brooklyn girl, though. I moved to Georgia,
Boy.
yes, and I am a
Two
hairstylist, a
boots.
nail tech, a
Girl,
mom. I do it all.
how old is
Doing
your
all.
son or daughter?
I have two sons, and my youngest one is about to be 2 next week, and my oldest one is going to be 6.
He asked one reason why you're not with the 2-year-old's, almost 2-year-old's dad.
So I was engaged to him, but baby, when God shows you the red flags, you can no longer paint them flags green. God revealed to me that he was not the
Most
man
God.
for me. He was not the man that he wanted to send for me. And I just couldn't ignore the signs anymore.
What was one sign?
Look at her about to lie. Look at this.
Fix your lips. The lie.
Y'all need to stop lying on God.
What happened? I want to know what happened. This better be good. It better be good. Because you saying this like you got some definitive something must have happened. Like I need something more than a feeling or he didn't do this or something stupid. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
I want to know what happened.
So you had the babies, and then you can no longer paint the signs green. Why was you
No.
painting the signs green anyway?
I think she had one baby with Holmes. I think she got two and one with Holmes. I think.
We'll
I
see.
think because she said the 2-year-old's dad. Ashley be
Yeah.
doing some editing, so those parts be cut out. Like I don't know if she asked her that, but
Yeah.
what she asked about the 2-year-old's dad. I don't know if they got the same dad. Maybe, maybe not. But in any event, what happened? What'd he do? It better
What'd
be
he do?
good.
I'm not ugly. I have a very bubbly personality. I am not flirtatious, but I am friendly.
Flirtatious.
Any conversation with the opposite sex, he would just go
So
crazy.
that's a red
And
flag.
Lex, may I
That's
also
a,
ask, maybe
okay.
before you guys had the baby, did you notice these signs?
So this was the sign that God gave you?
You can't. He don't like you talking to other men. God, get the.
God
I,
told you. Lord.
he doesn't like you talking to other men. That's what she fixed her lips
I told
to
you a
say.
lie was coming out.
I was thinking he put me in the hospital. He had another girl pregnant or a whole wife. He slept with my mama. Something devastating. He don't like you talking to other men. This is insane, man.
I mean, who like they chick talking to other men? Like, I mean, not just talking. Like, okay, it's one thing. This is just a friendly. Cause y'all, yeah, okay.
You
Let
see,
me
that's
back up. Let
no.
me
I know what you're getting at. See, they'll
right,
minimize how
right.
what really happened.
Cause
No, he don't
I
want you
don't.
in a nigga's car talking to
Right,
him on the, you know what I mean, in his passenger
entertaining.
seat. Yeah, that's that's
It's
what I'm
a
saying. She's not giving you
difference.
the whole thing. Like,
Let me say this. It's a difference between okay, you being cordial. Okay, well, obviously there's men in the world. You're gonna have to interact with men, but not in such a like a flirtatious way. Oh, like I'm trying to get with you. No, oh, like we friends. We cool, and that's it.
everybody's all right, right?
Yeah,
Cool,
like right.
cordial.
We're cordial, but not in a way where I'm trying to get with you or he trying to get with you. I think she trying. That's probably what was happening. Cause it's
Yeah.
not flirty, but
No,
it's
she tried to
friendly. You
pre-qualify
trying to
it. She tried to
minimize,
pre-qualify. Yeah,
right?
pre-qualification. Oh,
You,
I'm not flirty, but I'm
right.
friendly. No,
She was entertaining.
yeah, she was. She
That
was.
sound like you was.
And he
I
caught
could
it.
see. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like I could see a man getting upset. Of course, not that you're talking to other men. Like you're. I'm saying because Lord, because the
It's
way
the
these
manner,
words.
like it's in the
No,
manner that you doing this. Like I don't
right,
think
because
it's
these
the
words
speaking to.
have been twisted around to mean something even just, oh, I'm talking to this dude,
You
even
might think
talking,
something else. Yeah. That
right,
talking, like what you mean.
right, not like that.
Right.
So they have twisted these words to just mean, we need a whole dictionary to break down
Right.
the meaning of modern women.
Right.
Lord have mercy. Being cordial.
Yeah.
I don't
Having
think a
a
man,
conversation.
right,
We're
having a conversation. Having a conversation with a man, I don't think men is going to be upset about that. Like,
No big
when
deal.
you start entertaining other men is where he's going to have the problem. Like, you're trying to get with him, yes, he's going to have a problem. So I think that's probably what happened, and now she's trying to minimize it.
And as well, let me
Go
throw
ahead.
this in here before we continue. Is that the end of the world? Does that make this man a scumbag because he's a little jealous and he don't want his baby mom's fiance to be cavorting around a
Right.
certain way with women? Y'all don't. That's terrible. Like what?
That's not terrible. That's
Like that's what happens, brother. He might be a little jealous. He might don't want you to himself. He want his lady to himself. God damn it! Shoot him, kill him, hang him, put him in jail. That's the worst thing it could be. That's the worst thing she gave me.
see this
Again,
where
it
that
don't match
controlling.
up. Yeah, yeah. Again.
Oh, he
again,
controlling.
again. Like again. Now I don't want you hanging around drug dealers and talking to so and all the little block boys and all that. He don't like that. He's a bad guy.
And we have, see, this is why I was struggling to explain what I mean, because we have twisted words around, and the true meaning of words, it seems like it don't matter no more. Like, being friendly is now associated with flirting. You can't just, this is why they were such in an uproar with Kevin, fit, feminine, and friendly. Well, friendly in my mind means flirting. I'm not gonna do that. No, friendly means you could crack a smile. Like, you could have a conversation with
Regular,
people.
yeah. Mhm.
Like, you could be regular. You're not just mean mugging. Oh, it's a man. Don't talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
you know how to operate in the world. Like, you have a good spirit about you, a good personality. Like, you're approachable.
Right.
Like, I find myself, people just tell me their whole life stories. I'd be like, why is they talking to me like that? Like, I'll respond and, and whatnot. But it's just like, I guess I just have a face that is approachable, and people will just be so friendly with you and things like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I don't be wanting the whole life story, but I'm glad I'm approachable.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
But they have twisted. That's what I want to just make sure we get here. They have twisted these words around to mean something. That's why it's just so confusing to them. You just listen to what they're saying. Oh, I would say I'm friendly. She not friendly. She entertaining.
You entertainer. Yes. The pre-qualification told me everything. You couldn't give me anything better. And then you pre-qualified that with, I'm not doing it that much. Like that's what I got out of that. I'm
She
not doing
entertaining.
it. Yeah, that's all.
That's what she.
And he don't like it. He ain't
Right,
like it.
and he don't like
He
it.
don't like
Which makes sense.
Great.
I did notice those signs. I wasn't in therapy or anything, so just trying to fall in love with the what if, the potential. I'm
Oh my
those who
God.
don't listen to spiel type of person. I'm Caribbean, so I gotta get stung before I actually like pick up to it. So yeah.
So you're taking accountability. You're like,
I
you know
am.
what?
It takes two to tango. It really takes two to tango. And after I started going to therapy, I realized why I attracted those certain type of people, because he's not the only narcissist that I was.
Now he a narcissist.
Yeah.
You don't have no boundaries for
Narcissist.
yourself. You're a people pleaser. You don't know how to say no. So this is why you're gonna keep attracting these people until you fix that within yourself.
Describe your dream guy. Don't describe.
When did the brother become a narcissist?
Yeah, we just leaped off a whole cliff. With that
You
one.
went from God sending you a sign to he's a narcissist. Did God send you a sign that said, like, he's a narcissist?
I don't, man. Look,
What?
did I miss something?
Did I miss something? Y'all jump down in the comments and tell us if we missed something.
Right.
When did this man become a narcissist? Because he didn't want his baby mama entertaining men.
It's narcissist.
He is a narcissist?
Y'all be throwing that one around very loosely nowadays.
Again, this is another word that they be taking out of context and changing the definition. Not as many as these men that they say is narcissists is actually a narcissist. It's important to do the research and look up the definition and what these things actually mean. That's how you comprehend.
Another thing as well, this young lady said she doesn't have any boundaries. She's a people pleaser and she don't know how to say no. And you wonder why he don't want you in some dude face.
Right. That's a good point, babe.
People see qualities in you that you don't see in yourself. He probably saw the same thing and said, nah, she go over there and she probably let him rock because she don't want to say no. Like something along that line. Like I'm just spitballing with that, but I'm saying this is what she said. Like, so those things, if both of those things are true, why wouldn't he be upset or a little taken aback or want you to not do it if you're going over there and you don't have boundaries for yourself, you don't know how to say no, and you're a people pleaser? I don't know.
She right. She don't know how to say no because you should have told him, don't splooge up in here and get me pregnant. You should have told him no.
Didn't say no.
You should have told your baby daddy no. You told him yes.
See?
You let him hit it, bro.
No, I'm done. Shout out. Classic.
Lord, let's continue.
Oh, baby.
With Miss Lex here.
Oh, baby.
Describe the way he looks.
My dream guy, first and foremost, has to be of God. He has to be a man of God. That's the first. And I honestly feel like that's literally the only trait, because if you're a man of God and you're walking in that and acting like that, all the other good traits, the fruits of the spirit, come after. So definitely man of God.
Okay, and what does he have to look like?
Please give me a call, man. Jesus, you hear my prayers? You hear my prayers?
Nah,
I want
don't
a tall
man of God.
Very thoughtful. Who can be a student.
Was that guy that cut an audio out?
Like, oh no, I should only learn from you, then that's just not gonna work. Somebody who understands my schedule and somebody who has kids as well, so that they know what it's like to be a parent and understand, like, I'm not going to be able, like, you're gonna be a priority, however my kids are, number one as well.
I'm a mother before anything.
This is the thing, like, I was like,
but you just said a man of God, so that mean a man that knows his proper place in the structure. He know where he's at,
and that ain't behind no kids,
right?
That's somebody else's kid. Sorry.
And a man that's on his purpose, got a vision. He ain't gonna let you put them kids above him.
You're gonna have a problem. You might want to you could not reorder it or whatever you want to do, but those things do collide, because like
they
are man of God. He know when he's under God. We don't. I don't know. We changed the order when you stepdaddy in the kids.
I don't know.
The stepkids come before God or whoever before you. I don't know. Like, we reorder in the order of things. Now there's a protocol, there's a structure, here, boom, boom, boom. You can call it a pecking order, whatever you want to call it. God, man, woman, children under that. So I don't know where the kids come first and all that. Like, that's our problem today. We are out of order. You love your kids, you take care of your kids, and you do for your kids, you should. But to put them first in everything, it's not the way to go. They kids.
Right. The kids gonna be taken care of regardless. That's our responsibility.
Straight up.
But to put them before us, no, we not.
Before everything. Like, nah.
But no, because
not necessarily.
We not doing that. The kids don't make no decisions. Like, I would say, okay, let's just throw a scenario. Okay, we have to move somewhere. Let's say God told you to follow your purpose, to be, on track, you got to move somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You as the man of the house, you relay that message down the chain.
Yeah.
Wife.
An executive decision. Yeah.
We finna move.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is coming from, I believe the Lord spoke to me. We got
opportunities. So we got to do.
This is what we got to do. She's supposed to jump on board. Okay, let's go. She can ask, okay, how we gonna do this? How we, so that because we do want to understand as women.
You need to be filled into the next play and all of that.
Okay,
I need you to run it with me. So
right,
I'm doing.
I want to know, but I'm going regardless. Like, okay, these kids. Okay, they have been thought about. We thought about the schools and all of that, and okay, well they got to get new. They might have to have new friends. They leaving their old friends and things like that. That's all been thought about, but really, you as the man is gonna go off of what God told you. Like all that other stuff is taken into consideration. Everybody else is taking into
little
consideration.
Friends and all that ain't gonna stop us.
But that's not going
life. You'll be all right.
Right. Because we know what happened when man didn't follow God.
Absolutely.
And he let the woman tell him.
We know how we know what happened. Out. Yeah, so you don't.
And could you imagine if we let the kids tell you way down in that order?
We'd be lost.
So you gonna have to.
That's why we gotta.
Right. So you have to follow God. Like. Okay, if that's what God told you, that's what we go. What's what we doing?
And that's what she asked for. She said she wants a God, a man close to God, with God, and the fruit of the Spirit, and all that. And if he's if he is that, he's not. I don't think he's going to be comfortable being the 5th, 6th, whatever down the line priority. That's just not how it's going to work. He would know his place and his purpose. And I don't know, like I said, does the order change when you start stepdaddy and you rearrange, put this one here and he goes in the back and now he's the priority kids here and the man at 7th place? I don't know. Like I don't know.
I don't know because that does mess with the order.
So, anywho.
How does he look? The first question was like more of who he is. That's why I was like, oh, what type of guy do you want him to be? But this question is, what does he have to look like?
Okay, I don't discriminate. However, I just want me a chocolate man. I don't really discriminate.
Chocolate,
yeah.
And tall is what
yeah.
Okay. How tall is tall for you?
Currently, I'm talking to someone who's 6'5". So I feel like 6 feet and up because I'm
excited 5'5", about that 6'5".
I wouldn't want to be staring you in the face. I'm trying to look up.
And why is you looking for another man
instead of chocolate man?
Right.
So, yeah, a chocolate man.
Okay.
And
how
you
much
serious?
does he have to make per year?
I don't really care about the money, honestly. I care about the heart. I feel like if I meet my purpose partner, it's more than money.
Your purpose partner.
Be what God wants me to do, what God wants him to do, and how we can do it collectively.
Okay, so he can make $20,000 a year. I asked Polly this as well. He can make $15,000, $20,000 a year.
As long as he's doing the Lord's work, God gonna always provide. Like I really don't. The money don't even. It don't. I make my own money.
Okay, let's take your money out of there. You talking about if he on his purpose, that if he make $15,000 a year, we gonna be good. Now we do know that the Lord provides, and if I don't think the Lord calls you to okay, I need you to do this purpose and not make sure that you're good. Like when you're following him, I don't think. Like, so, no matter what, he's going to make sure you're good. So I just want to make sure, okay, you're saying this now, but when it gets to the nitty gritty and there's no paycheck coming in, are you going to keep that same spirit, that same faith? Because don't say it now. And now we can't pay the rent.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then you lose your faith, but now it's a struggle, and it's overwhelming.
You gonna have to keep that same energy. Don't say that. Say that, and then start flipping the script.
No, that's cap. I mean, come on now. she can, you know, I'm not saying she's not. I'm not gonna question her spirituality or where she's at. I'm not gonna question that, but I'm gonna follow what you said. Yeah, that sounds good until it need be something paid or you want to do something nice and he ain't got it or whatever's the case. You're gonna get upset. It's gonna be a barrier. It's gonna be an issue. You could be honest about how much money you want him to make. It's always been a number, like a, you know, a hard number per se, or even how high the numbers be. He got to make $500,000 a month and all that. That's ridiculous. A nice, decent amount where he can provide. I'm sure you will want him to provide for them two little grim lords you got running around over there. So
just keep that same energy, you know, because
you can't say that now and then, like you said, when something needs to be paid, it's a struggle. It was going to be a struggle because he made $15,000.
Right, and I just want to just reiterate, like, yes, when you're on your purpose and when you're doing what God is told you to do, He is going to make sure that you are good. But people will tell you that's hard, like, you know, it could get hard.
That's the truth.
And you would have to keep the faith. Like, you have to be a person strong in the faith. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people out here that probably don't make as much money, but they're doing God's work. Yeah. That God is still providing for them. Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard stories like this. Okay, well, I'm waiting on the Lord, but I don't know how I'm going to pay this rent.
That's true.
It gets like that. But I'm just saying, if you saying that now, that's fine. But make sure, remember that if something ever happens and you need, you know, you need that provision, okay, just remember what you said. You're going to have to keep the faith. That's all I'm saying, is you have to keep the faith.
That's easier said than done.
It's easier said than done.
Easier said.
So.
I'm writing a book. I really don't care about the money.
To the people who may say that's easy to find, you shouldn't be single, because there, I think, are a plethora of men who would be, I think, you know, of the Lord and make as little as $15,000 per year.
Same.
I don't think that's hard to find.
Not in my age bracket is not a lot of men that's of the Lord in my age bracket, and that's the number one characteristic. So, like I said, all of those other things come after. But if we cannot be equally yoked, then is no conversation. I'm not wasting my time to have a conversation, and you want something and I want something else.
Okay, all right. And the person that you're with, your guy, are you open to 50-50, or does he have to fully provide?
So having the man who's after God's heart, he wants to provide. He doesn't want me to do 50-50. He says he wants me to be a flower and he's the bee. The flower doesn't go to the bee. The bee goes to the flower. So he just wants me to sit pretty and he does everything. And yeah.
Relax. Now relax.
Let's hold on, dear. Let us have this one. Let us have this one, Ashley. Slow down.
You're contradicting yourself. You want to sit pretty and not do nothing. Okay, let's take this. He doing the work of the Lord. Let's say, or he doing his purpose. Because when I say work of the Lord, it sounds like he a pastor. But I don't know. Let's say he's on his purpose, his God-given purpose, and he's doing that. Why is you here? Your job is supposed to be a helpmeet. You don't just sit there and be pretty as no helpmeet. You got to get in the trenches with him.
True.
Whatever he need.
True that. And
that's your job. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's sitting pretty. Now you got to be hands-on, especially if you're talking about 15, 20K. 20K for 4 people?
No.
That ain't doing it. That's not doing that. You got to probably be 75, 25 with the 2 mouths to feed you, bring it to the table like that. Like, no, that's not even realistic. Like, that's not insane. See, young, 25, like, I know what you're saying, and probably your spirit and your heart at this point is in the right place.
Yes.
But you got to be more realistic. You got to be more realistic with your figures and what can really help you survive. Whether you established or not, you probably got a living where you pay a little bit so it doesn't really match up to something. But things might change. Like there's a lot left to be said if you're going to date somebody with 20,000 and there's 4 people involved in that. You got to provide for himself, you, and 2 Grimlords.
And I, like you said, her spirit and heart seem like it's in the right place. But I wouldn't have even said 15. You shouldn't have said 15 as little. You shouldn't have put a number on it. Like, I want a man that is fully, chasing after the Lord. He's doing the work. He's on his purpose. And I know if he's on his purpose, we're going to be all right. That I want a provider, a man that could take care of us and take care of us, the family.
Right.
But don't put no number on it. Because even, let's say I feel like you put that number on it, you putting limits. Okay, if we on, on the purpose, it could be limitless.
Right.
Take the limits off.
Right. Yeah, that's true. No, that's true.
Like
we're not gonna put lowball it, like whatever.
We're not gonna lowball it.
But we would hope that it would be something that could provide for us folk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're not gonna lowball it, and we're not gonna put a cap on it. We're gonna see where we go.
She probably watches these shows a lot, so she's trying to sound more appealing and less, it's like
don't
cap.
say 15K.
It's cap. No, you can't do that. You can't feed 4
people. 15K
people.
is not realistic.
It's 2024.
You have to be like, and here's another thing. You cannot be so heavenly minded that you know earthly good. Yeah. So this is where, okay, I get where your heart, it seems like it's in the right place. Yeah. But let's be realistic. You live here. We on earth. Let's be realistic. You need more than 15K to be able to survive. Even a single person need more than 15K to survive. Absolutely. So you got extra mouths to feed now, honey.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change them figures. You have to go back to the drawing board
on the number. Yeah. Just take the number off.
Carry the one.
Right.
Yeah, and change
I ain't gonna put no number on it.
Because that ain't gonna do it.
Right.
It's not gonna do it. Sorry.
Well, how you gonna say you the bead and he coming to the flower?
No, I said he wants me to be the flower and he wants to be the bee. He said that the bee doesn't go to the flower, so he want me to sit down and look pretty. I mean, the flower doesn't go to the bee. That's what I mean. The flower doesn't go to the bee.
But I'm saying, how you gonna do that? The flower, the bee, gonna do that with 15,000?
No, he don't. He's a medic. He don't make 15,000. He make more than that. I'm just saying, I don't care about the money.
Oh, the dude she's talking to.
The person that got sick.
So did God send this medic, or what is the medic doing here?
He a placeholder.
You don't think the medic was God sent?
How much does he have to make a year? And you said it doesn't matter. He can make as little as 15,000 a year. But then I asked you, fully providing or 50-50.
See, this where the confusion
come in. Says that a man takes care of the woman, right? I'm just
said that the man that God sent for me takes care of me. However, I don't care about the money. Like, I just feel like if God is sending this person, it's for a reason. So the money really does not matter to me. I know that God is going to provide regardless.
Listen, man.
Right. That's what I'm just asking. I know God is going to provide regardless. But I'm just saying, if you want to live by the word, right? And let's say in the Bible it says the man has to take care of the woman, right? Like you said, you want to be feminine. I think that's what you said, okay?
I didn't say that. I didn't say I wanted to be in my feminine. That's a plus.
Ma'am.
I don't care.
I'm confused. There's the conversion. Ashley,
I was trying to work with her.
So the man would have to work provide, is what you're saying.
That would be nice, yeah.
Give me 3 deal breakers.
Girl, do you want to provide or not?
I'm saying.
At this point, like, I was trying to understand where she coming from, on the spiritual realm here.
Right.
But I'm confused.
The conversion is definitely taking over. It's taking over. Because
you want him
it
to
can't
provide,
be both ways. You don't care.
You don't care, but you want him.
He's a medic, but God sent him. What is he? What's going on with the medic? Like, I don't understand. And if the medic was so hot, what you doing on Ashley? Like,
if the medic is not, then why you still with him?
What's going on here?
Oh, man, God, look, this is confusing. The 15K that messed me up. Like, I'm trying to understand where she coming from, but it's like she still want him to fully provide. He come in with 15K a month. how is he fully providing with $15K a month? That man will have not a dime.
Yeah, a year.
Not a penny. A year. A year. Not a month. A year.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. Like that's like a monthly goal. That's you doing good. 15K a month? Hell, I ain't even doing the figures right now, but that's a nice living.
That would be nice.
That's a nice living. So it's like 15K a year. You can't feed no 4 people. You can't provide for no 4 people with 15K. So let's get that out of here right now. So she said, I would like to. I don't know what she's trying to say. I'm not even trying to put words in the mouth. I don't understand. I'm just saying it's not a realistic figure if you want him to provide for you and your 2. And if he might have his own.
He might have some kids.
Because she said she wanted him to have kids. So how he going? That's 4 plus.
And when child support or whatever, taking care of his kids to come out, that 15K is gone.
That's gone. Yeah, that ain't nothing. You got to do them figures over, sis. You got to refigure them figures.
She need to go over her math.
Yeah.
And show herself approved.
Right. Yeah. Get some work paper, show your work, carry the 1, and see that this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna do it.
Right. Now ma'am, you know what your bills look like. Right. You would know if 15K could cover them bills now.
Right. If you Section 8 balling and your rent is $82 a month, that might do something like that. But still, you still got needs and food. That ain't nothing for 4 people. Sorry. So you got to do the numbers over. I'm sorry. I'm trying to shoot you some bail. You can't even do that. Even with that situation, you can't do it.
I was trying.
No.
I was trying to help sis.
Sorry.
But I can't.
Ash tried to tell her. Ashley tried to tell her. And she trying to push back like, yo, you're going to have to redo them numbers. I'm sure the comments is telling her. No.
The math is not mathing.
The figures.
She got some hidden figures.
Got to carry that 1.
Cause
can't dress, don't smell right, breath don't smell right.
And he got to dress too.
Lying, and what's the third one?
He ain't got no money for no dress now.
He ain't got no drip with 15,000.
Cheating is definitely a deal breaker. Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. And can you give me one reason why you think you're single?
She lowballing out here.
I'm waiting. I'm just being patient. I'm waiting on him too. Just being a flower.
Okay, alrighty. And
now you
what
single
type of guys do you usually attract?
Before it was a lot of narcissists. It was people where I was trying to prove my worth to them and basing their actions on my worth, like validating that. But now I can say with me actually waiting and checking out the red flags and not being so hasty, I have been attracting men with some substance.
Done.
So now more guys with like quality substance.
Yes,
guys.
emotionally intelligent men that don't really care to have sex as the first thing. Just people who really want to get to know me.
And would you relocate for love?
I would.
Okay.
But not back
Not where? What was the last part?
New York.
I love your husband in New York.
Okay, so then no, you wouldn't relocate for love. Fair enough. She's like, no, girl, no.
What if your God sent husband?
So where can this
is in New York?
Can you give us your handle?
Okay, so my TikTok is Live Love Lex, and that's 3 X's. And
have a good night.
Triple X.
Guys, I am not confused. I know exactly what I want. Thank you, guys.
No, you don't,
honey. You are confused.
Again, you guys, when you come up,
she confused.
I'm just asking questions and I'm listening and just asking you guys questions. That's it. Again, there's no right or wrong answer as to what you want. Everyone's entitled to what they want and what they want to have in this life.
They're entitled to want it. They ain't entitled to get it.
I promise you, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to.
My God.
So, what you think about Miss Lex?
Miss Lex got to refigure them figures. The math ain't mathing and all that. All what y'all saying, proof of funds, all them terms apply. Because and no damn 15, 20,000, you can't take care of no 4 people. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. It is just not gonna work. But it's gonna do more to frustrate the situation. So it does matter. Then again, maybe her spirit is in the right place. She's a 2 for 2, I think. But if my information is correct, she's a 2 for 2, 25 years old. Now you want God and the spirit and all that too. Okay. That's I see how that go in desperate times, like them brothers that get locked up and find religion and all that. Yeah. You ain't had nothing to do with God when you was out there robbing, stealing, and selling dope. When you get behind the wall, now you a Muslim and all this and all that. Now, okay, cool. So this is her little scenario right here. But it's just them numbers, man. Maybe she is right with the spirit. I'm not gonna question that. That's not my place to really question that. You know what I mean? But numbers, she ain't right with the numbers if she right with the spirit. She's definitely confused. So
yeah, I agree. I think probably spiritually and in her heart she might be in the right place. But as I said, like the numbers, you shouldn't have even put a number on it. If you fully trust in God, then it could be limitless. Yeah. Be prepared. If you talking about the guy gonna send his man, God can send whatever he want. You got all these limitations and he can't have bad breath. What if he have a little bad breath?
He got a dress.
He got a dress.
15,000. He ain't gotta care about no drip and take care of 4 people with no 15,000.
Like y'all gonna stop this? You gonna ask God? Oh, send me this man. Like this man is gonna be completely flawless. Like it's nothing wrong. Y'all be able to be prepared.
You take the overall, them shortcomings and all. He might not be fresh. I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. He might be that brother.
Right. And so that's one of those things. Like you asking the Lord for a man. Now the Lord gonna send you what he gonna send you what you need.
Right. And more or less what you can handle.
Right.
That's another part of it. He ain't gonna bless you. He ain't gonna bless raggediness. Right. If you ain't right or whatever, you still got little funny ways about you. You don't keep getting the same thing. You got to be right within for him to bless you with anything. He ain't gonna dump nothing more on you than you can handle.
Right. So I just think sis need to just go back, think about this, think about them figures, repray your Sierra's prayer. Think about some things that you might need to adjust in that prayer. And also you praying, y'all out here praying for the man, pray for you to be that wife for this man. Because you got to think about it. If God gonna send me the God divine man, like the man that's sent from God, wouldn't you want to be ready for that man?
You should be.
Y'all gotta think about that.
Yeah, but then you asking for you got to reflect that not in the way of making as much money as him or matching his fly. We're not talking about that. You have to be ready.
A wife.
Yeah, exactly. You have to rise to that challenge.
Yes, you want a husband. Make sure you are a wife.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because then he will find you. Your husband will find you if you're a wife.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
But yeah, just if she's really on that, she trying to be spiritual and all of that. Just make sure, like we said earlier, make sure you keep the faith. Just don't be saying stuff to be saying it.
Right.
You say stuff that you believe in.
Right.
Not just to make everybody else happy and to she said she a people pleaser. I don't know if this is a part of that or not. But say stuff that you actually believe in. Don't cap.
Yeah, man.
And think about it. Okay, if
that became your reality, what would that look like? You know what I mean?
Yes, really think about this before you put that out in the atmosphere that you want a man with 15,000 or you would take a man with 15,000. Really think about how this would affect your life and what that reality would look like. And are you prepared? to keep the faith.
Yeah, man.
And stay true. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's it. That's real stuff. But, well, you heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down in the comments, leave it there. Let us know if we were on base, off base. We are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought is always supported. So you can leave a like on your way out, sub up if you choose to. We'll be back real soon. Some more of this dating show foolishness. And y'all have a good night.